Welcome back to the channel, Collective. We are gathered here today for a general message. No zodiac attachment required. Just come into the reading, liking the video, subscribing to the channel so that we continue to grow. We're going to see what Spirit wants to relate to you guys today in regards to love, romance, finances, career, whatever wants to come through the reading at this time. You may even get a little bit of mediumship. But yeah, just a basic short reading. I wanted to touch bases with you guys, put out a few short readings. I did a singles reading, a couples reading, and this is just a overall general collective reading. Probably going to have something to do with romance, but we're going to see if we can pull some finance advice as well. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying your day. Let's get into it. The highest messages of love and light, please, Spirit, in regards to the matters of the heart. Additional messages for career and advice, please. We know that we can build success through relationships, is what I'll say. Now let's start the reading. At the bottom of the deck here, 4 of bubbles, distractions, missed opportunities, right? This could also be meditation, right? Being turned off emotionally. It's my picky card. So it's time to be picky at this time during this general message. Let's see what we get. High Priestess, yeah. That's what I'm getting. Emotional stability here, especially with the 4 of cups here at the bottom, right? Cups being about our health, right? It could be about our clairvoyant abilities. It's also love. High Priestess numerology too. It's also indicative of spiritual awakening. Someone very wise, someone that holds a lot of old ancient secrets. The Tower, yeah, there's a spiritual awakening going on here. Some sort of a spiritual download. Could be a destruction of a tower here, literally. Bringing a conclusion to a situation or in order to transform a situation here. This could be the universe trying to get your attention somehow. Is it romantically? Fierce. It's some sort of an internal development here. We have Leo Major Arcana with the Strength card. So you got 3 major arcana showing up here. The interesting part, I'm looking at it in regards to math. I'm getting a whole lot of math here. The Oracle is 2 and Strength is 8. We multiply that, that's 16, the Tower. It could be a strong spiritual awakening or a strong presence around you at this time. The Page of Gems. Budding entrepreneurship. This could also be learning. Yeah, so it's going hand in hand with the High Priestess, who is all, I would say she's all powerful, very knowledgeable. Again, she holds ancient secrets. And the Page of Pentacles is a student pretty much. Now, with it being a pentacle, it could be a student of finances. Now, this could be tokens of appreciation, or this could be an investment here. Someone could be learning about stock market investment or crypto or just entrepreneurship and business ownership. Someone could have recently just started a business, which is the Tower moment. 9 of Gems, yeah, Harvest. Yep. A lot of indication of finances here at this time. We go from the Page, which is the start of an entrepreneurship, to get to this Harvest here. Someone could be working on their credit. So you could be learning from a tax expert or a tax expert or some sort of a financial expert here. This could even be self-learning and self-teaching here. I want to go ahead and clarify this message. So far we've been getting finances, but you could be delving into a close relationship with someone that has a lot of knowledge and wisdom. I want to say intel. Let's clarify the High Priestess, the Page of Storms. Yep. Spying, more teaching basically. This could be a class that someone is taking up here financially, or a course. This could be a revamping of a situation as well. Definitely taking someone through a spiritual awakening here. We get the Knight of Storms. Yeah, a lot of communicating here. It reminds me of a classroom or something like that. Or it could be like, again, an online course. that someone's taking here, getting these spiritual downloads. The Knight of Swords comes out on top of the tower. Definitely can be getting taught by a water sign, possibly. A very empathic, very intuitive. So this is esoterics. You're learning from some sort of an alchemist, or some sort of an esoteric individual, someone very occultic here, possibly astrology or something like that, maybe a tarot. The Anointed One, the Hierophant, some sort of a religious or spiritual leader here. Taurus, again, indications of entrepreneurship. So an entrepreneur could be teaching could be teaching a class on entrepreneurship, or some sort of a professor is teaching new students how to come up here. There's a strong message about longevity. Don't do things for the short term, do them for the long term. So that would be things like stock market investing and crypto investing, or even starting a business for the purpose of passing down a legacy, right? You know, we have a lot of people that start businesses for shiesty reasons. Going back to the whole COVID and, you know, all the monies that they was giving away for, what was it, those things. I didn't even get into it, so that's why I can't even really relay it to you. Fake monies. 4 of Embers. So yeah, there's a very important person that's coming into your life right now to teach you something. Now, it may start off, and this is good, because again, when people teach us something, we care more about them. Does not necessarily have to be romantic though, but it is a twin flame card. So it is celebrations with someone that's of kinship. Comes out on top of the Page of Gems. This person is investing in you, and may even be a credit investment, right? A show of good faith. Let's go with the Nine of Gems. The Knight of Bubbles. Yeah, romance. But it could be anything. It could be like a coffee date or a business date, right? Let's meet up somewhere for. I mean, you would say it would be the understanding that it's for business. Let's have a coffee date and meet up and talk about finances or business or something like that. It kind of also reminds me how your home, Four of Wands, is your first business. Your family is your first business, or even before those that get into entrepreneurship, that's purchasing a home, right? They're paying their mortgage. You're investing in your future. Your home is literally your first business. So don't let it, don't mortgage it, right? But yeah, families around dinner tables should be having talks about finances and business and entrepreneurship and stuff like that, instead of gossip and rumors and things like that, right? People go to family reunions with attitudes with each other and holding aggression towards each other, when they should be talking about breaking generational curses and cycles, right? Whether it's love, right? Women should be talking more about love and not breaking up families, and men should be talking more about business ownership, leader, and entrepreneurship, rather than the last time they got laid and all this other type of stuff. Right. I want to go ahead and clarify a third row. The Six of Storms. Yeah, clarity and positive communications, vacations, that sort of thing. Yeah. So what it reminds me of, so we're getting vacations, but not the typical vacation. It's like couples retreats, financial learning retreats, like a business, what do they call them? Business affairs, something like that, when you go on like a 1 week or 2 week business learning thing, like a couples retreat but for business. Let's clarify the Knight of Storms, the Ten of Storms. Overthinking, a lot of talking, gossip and rumors for me, of course. Comes out on top of the Nine of Storms and the Tower card. Yeah, there's a lot of it could be a lot for someone. Yeah, online communication, taking up courses and that sort of stuff. People over talking. Yeah, seminar, like a business seminar, like a yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Couples retreat and business seminars, maybe even combined into one. Like it's a revamping here. This is like teaching someone to become an overall well-rounded person. And if we were to look into this being a romantic relationship, this is getting into a relationship that's coming towards you, that's going to teach you to be a well-rounded person, right? Not just, oh, let's get together and just go on $500 dates and I don't even know you, or we're just here to have sex and okay, how much is the Uber to get you home? No, it's more than that. Let's clarify the Hierophant and the Strength card. The Five of Embers. Competition. It's strategy. It's training here. Yeah. Typically on the original Rider-Waite, you would see 5 people in competition with each other. Some would see it as training, right? Because they don't have swords. Now, if you're training with swords, someone's liable to get killed. But if you're just training with sticks, it's just training, right? This 5 comes out on top of the Hierophant. So yeah, training for business and entrepreneurship, how to be a leader here, how to have longevity, staying power here, coming out on top of strength, right? Everyone wants to be royal, or everyone wants to be a celebrity, or everyone wants to be an influencer, or whatever they want to be, but do they put in enough effort for it? You have to take the training, you have to take the course, you have to go to the seminar, you have to put yourself around the right people. You have to be willing to go through the training and endure here. Let's clarify the 4 of Embers, the Page of Gems. Yeah, horsepower. This is the Chariot card. So someone went out on a limb for you, or you're going out on a limb for someone, right? But this is equal trust in it. Okay, so this is accountability partner here, whether in business or in love relationships. We had 11-11 pass. Yeah, so this could be, like I said, a twin flame connection, some sort of a soulmate union, or a very important person, or a very important time, course, or action that you need to take to better your life in this moment. We have one more card. Let's clarify that. Yeah, the Queen of Gems comes out to clarify the Knight of Bubbles and the 9 of Gems. Yeah, so this is what we have in the last row. Someone's destined to exhibit some sort of a Queen of Pentacles energy, or we could have a Queen of Pentacles energy in here, right? That is teaching. I mean, they could be learning too, right? Even if you're a master at something, you could always learn something new, right? But yeah. Definitely good energy, right? It could be a lot of women. When it comes to women in positions of power, you want to make sure that you're doing it. You're not being masculine about it, right? You're being, you're being feminine and empathetic and sympathetic about it, right? We don't need more boss chicks out there. We need more feminine leaders, right? Nurturing and caring individuals, right? What's here? 12:34 on the timer. 4 bubbles. Being picky here. Yeah. Sometimes you need to take your emotions out of these situations, right? It depends. You need to either inject more loving energy or take emotion out. Because what I was literally getting, I'm thinking of a mother that's yelling at her child, right? Or like a teacher that's yelling at their students, right? Someone that you're not really supposed to be a mother, or you're not supposed to be a teacher, but you ended up being put in that position anyway. You need the proper training, right? Knight of Wands, passion, creativity. Oh God, don't bring in negativity. The Eight of Swords, brainstorming, or this could be a mental prison. Yeah, there's a lot of people that need training here. I'm picking up a lot of generational curse energy, right? And the thing is, just because it's a fad or they think it's cool, people are going to try to do things just because it's the new wave, right? All of a sudden, everyone is so spiritual because they think being spiritual is the cool thing, right? All of a sudden, everyone wants to open up a business just because they're clout chasing to say that they're a business owner now, right? I keep thinking of that damn thing where they was giving away money to people who had employees, and people didn't really have employees. They were just opening up businesses, and then after the fact, they got the IRS, of course, came after these people to be like, okay, you didn't really have a business. You was just pump faking, and now you're gonna get dragged through the system. 2 of Bubbles. So there's a relationship coming towards you. Just watch your relationships, watch your connections, watch who you're doing business with, right? There may be even people trying to get into a relationship with you for unintended purposes to fulfill their wishes. We have karma, which can go either way, right? Either wish fulfillment, or this could be a bad habit. At the bottom of the deck, 10 of Bubbles. So yeah, it keeps going back to some sort of a couples retreat, right? The thing about liars is that they try to isolate people. But when you're around a bunch of people that's going to hold you accountable, like a group of people, an accountability partner, or when it's time to take something serious, right? Instead of just fronting someone credit, right? You know you actually have to come out of your pocket $2,000 to go to a retreat, a business retreat, or a couples retreat, to be around people that's actually serious about what they're doing, and you can't just sneak your way into a back door, right? A Ponzi scheme, and that there's people that's actually, because when you go to these particular retreats, people hold you accountable, right? It's like these women that keep throwing these day parties and they're expecting men to come to the day parties. Like, are you genuinely enjoying yourself at these day parties? Or now the thing is, you're going to complain that men don't want to go to these day parties so that you can what, take advantage of them? You guys it started out as you guys paying for it. Now you want the men to come, and when the men start coming, you're going to put all the expectations on the men to pay for everything now, right? Instead of doing what you was doing and enjoying yourselves before, right? So it's almost like if you was really having fun, you would really be having fun. You wouldn't have to entice men or complain online that men aren't there. Because if men see positive women, they're going to come and get those positive women and marry them. Any other way around, men, if you're actually doing something positive, right? Girls just want to have fun, right? We can't make excuses, women, right? If you see a man that's on purpose, right? Support that man, right? Why do we support the worst men instead of the positive men? And then you guys turn around and be like, where are all the good men? 1616. Is because you're not cherishing them, right? You're not supporting them, right? No one says you had to raise a man. No one said you had to, you know, baby a man or do all these different things. But when Pookie and Ray Ray comes around, or the dude that you so-called like because he talked a good game to you, whatever the case may be, you guys have no problem supporting these dudes, right? And I don't even know why I needed to talk about this, because this reading has gone on far too long enough. I'm the type of person, I don't need all day to determine what type of person you is or to catch your vibe. I keep it moving after the first 5 minutes, right? You guys need to learn discernment that way, right? But let me pull the break deck message, because I feel there's more channel messages coming through here. Yeah, it's not a weakness. It's not. You shouldn't be afraid to have friends that are more powerful than you, right? And you shouldn't look down on people that have less power than you, that is trying to hold you accountable, right? The road to hell is paved with good intentions. That money's not going to save you at the end of the day. Those good looks are not going to be there forever, right? Even for a man to maintain that muscle or maintain that presence of being a strong leader, right? Yeah, you still have to go to the gym, right? You can't just take whey protein and shoot up steroids and think that you're just going to be admired. Like, that shit's not going to come to the light one day, right? You still have to put in the time. Accountability, right? Everyone needs accountability partners, because everyone feels that it's okay to just do things halfway, and then they come around and act like they actually put in the work, the time and the effort to do something. No, people with discernment and people that have actually reached that level know what it takes to get there. And we can see the pump faking and the half-assing. You wonder why we don't want to be associated with the bottom feeders and, you know, the low-hanging fruit. It's because you guys come around and you muddy and ruin the situation, right? All right, break deck message, general message, love and romance, career and finances. People are looking for breakthroughs, not shortcuts. Your break deck message is the Emperor, the King of Embers. Woo! Somebody's about to come into your life. This is an accountability partner right here. This is like a drill sergeant. But no, it's the divine masculine here. Someone, most divine masculines have integrity. It's rare that you meet a karmic ass divine masculine, right? I'm assuming this is a male because it's masculine energy, right? That's headed towards you. But it could be a feminine as well, right? We're still looking forward to the first female president, right? But the divine masculine is a world builder, right? They're a constructor, right? They come in with a lot of systems of control, right? They break down barriers and that sort of thing, right? It's the divine father. They see no equal, very determined, Aries energy. And then we have the King of Embers, which is pretty much is the precursor to the divine masculine here. We have a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy, a very responsive king, a very motivational king, a very sexually mature king, right? Don't just get turned on by any bit, button, or smile. They're very determined and very strategic, right? Could be very creative, right? A naturalist, right? An athlete, some sort of an entertainer, an actor, um, very well versed in the laws of attraction, right? hmm They have a lot of ambition, right? So, yeah, these are the type of people that you want to have around you, serious people. And you can laugh and you can joke and we can have our downtime. But when it's time to get down to business, 2020, we need to get down to business, right? We need to actually be creating worlds, right? For the people around us that we love, right? If we say we love someone, we don't give them candy, or we don't give them a shortcut, or we don't just keep doing things for them, right? You teach a man to fish, you teach a woman to fish. You don't just keep fishing for them. We have a divine masculine, or this king of embers, this king of wands here, very highly energetic individual here. Very I'm just getting someone with a very strong presence, right? You know who to play with and you know who not to play with, right? Take it back to your father, your grandfather, right? You speak to your friends differently than you speak to your father, at least those that were raised with integrity, right? You have a certain level of respect for your ancestors, king of wands, your grandparents, right? Versus, some Joe Schmo, right? When a woman wants to introduce her when she's not afraid, because you know the difference. You know whether you got a dude that you should be introducing to your family, your father, or not. Just like men, you know when you found a woman, right, a good or a bad woman, and you know whether you need to be bringing that woman around, whether you have children already, or you know whether you need to be introducing that person to your mother or not, your father or not. But you're going to lie and say this is the love of your life and you can't help who you love and this, and that. This is why nowadays people can't get left to their own devices, and we need leaders and presidents and that type of stuff. And we need training, because people are going to keep making the same mistakes, coming up with excuses, saying that they didn't know, and then when they fall behind, they're going to say it's everyone else is to blame, right? They're going to say that leader didn't teach me right, or that leader wasn't there for me when I needed that leader to be there for me. When you didn't come into that leader's presence, fully being accountable, fully being submissive and accepting, right? Come on now. Why does it sound like a lecture? I did not want this to be a whole 20-something minute lecture. Anyway, showing up on the timer, 22:22. So some of you guys, again, this could be your divine counterpart or your twin flame. Are you ready? Have you been putting in the work? Have you been taking the training? Have you been going through the courses? Have you been, just being accountable to yourself, being honest? Because that person is not going to accept you, or that person is not going to recognize you as their equal, as their person, as their partner. All right. You want what the universe has for you. You don't wait till it comes around and then say, now I'm going to put in a training. No, you have had to already be ready and had already been put in the training and being serious, so that when that ride comes, you can just hop in, right? Nobody got time for you women. When a man takes you out on a date and asks you out on a date, has to wait in front of your house for an extra half hour for you to continue to get ready. When there's other options, right? You like him and you want to go on a date with him because, right? Don't you think he has other options? And the same thing for men, right? Don't rouse a woman's attention or her heart desires without any attention to actually have that, to be with that woman. That's wrong, right? That's wrong. Bad dog, right? I think I'll end it there. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.